Right. So we'll talk about the applications in Salesforce. So applications are nothing but apps. Apps in Salesforce is little more than a container for all of the objects, tabs, and other functionality. Application is in Salesforce is what? Is a container of all the objects, tabs, and other functionality. Right? So it is a group of tabs that works as a unit to provide applications functionality. And it consists simply a name, a logo, and different ordered sets of tabs. Clear? So that is app in Salesforce. Clear? What is app?
Yes, sir.
In Salesforce, it is nothing but three things. What they are? Name, logo, set of tabs. What that means is whenever you create an application in Salesforce, you define its name and you set its logo and all what you do. And all what you do over there is select which tabs are going to be there. Clear? Yesterday we have observed that in Sales tab, in Sales Cloud application, we have observed different kinds of objects in a row. The row is called as tab. Do you remember that? Say yes or no?
Yeah, we remember.
Right?
Yes, yes.
Yes.
Right? So that's the thing, right? So what exactly application is? Application is nothing but in Salesforce, it is three things. What they are: name, logo, and set of tabs. Right? And application is just user interface functionality in Salesforce. Application is what? It is just a UI functionality in Salesforce, nothing else. Right? So when you talk about sales application, yesterday we have observed and we have discussed about sales application. So when you talk about sales application, it's just a UI functionality, which is showing you certain set of tabs. That's it, nothing else. Getting it, everyone? That's all. That is application in Salesforce. And we have two different kinds of applications in Salesforce, like objects. In Salesforce, we have two kinds of objects, right? What they are?
Standard object and custom object.
Custom object. Before that, what is object?
Object is table in database.
It is a table.
Why do we need to create tables or objects in Salesforce?
To have the data.
To store the data.
Store the
Yeah.
data of customers,
Customers.
right? Fine.
Yes.
So can you include custom functionality into standard objects?
Yes, sir.
Yes, we can.
Right. Can you delete the standard objects?
No.
No, sir.
We cannot delete.
Can you delete custom objects?
Yes.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
we can.
Right. Okay. So like objects, we have two kinds of applications or two types of applications in Salesforce. First one is standard application. Second one is custom applications. Right. So we'll talk about standard applications first. Right. So what exactly standard applications? It's similar to standard objects in Salesforce. Right. Try to answer someone. What are standard applications?
Which are
Like
are
we-
included with the in the Salesforce by default.
Right. So the apps which comes with every instance of Salesforce by default is called as standard applications. We cannot create standard applications. Salesforce itself gives the applications are called as standard applications. The apps which comes with every instance. What exactly instance?
Replica.
What is replica, right? Xerox, right? The apps which comes with the every instance of Salesforce by default is called as standard applications. Clear? And one more thing, just keep it in mind, like standard objects, standard applications can be customized according to the needs and requirements of an organization, according to the needs and requirements of business requirements, according to the needs and requirements of your client, right? So it's similar to standard objects, right? Standard objects are given by Salesforce itself by default, and we can customize the standard objects. Similar to standard objects, standard applications are also given by Salesforce by default, and we can customize according to the needs and requirements of our business requirement, right? And we cannot delete standard applications like standard objects. Clear?
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
And one more thing, we have already discussed, app is nothing but what? Name, logo, and tabs, different kinds of tabs, right? The label, description, and logo of standard applications cannot be changed. You cannot change the name of standard application. You cannot, label is nothing but name. You cannot change the name or label of standard application. You cannot change the description of standard application. You cannot even change the logo of standard application. Just keep it in mind. These all are very important. I'm repeating it again, 4 points. We have two different kinds of applications in Salesforce. First one is standard application. Second one is custom application. Standard application is what, Ranita?
In which all that apps are by default, like which can be an instant by default in the Salesforce.
The second point, Gunashekar or Gaurav or Mayank or Nikhil.
Custom objects?
No. Second point in standard object. Can we customize standard applications? Sorry.
Yes, we can customize standard objects.
Okay. Can we customize standard applications?
Yes, of course, we can.
Sir,
We can customize according to the need.
we can
According
customize
to the
it, we cannot
requirement.
delete it.
Right. So can you change the logo description of standard
No, it cannot be
applications?
changed.
No, you cannot change the label. Label is nothing but name, right? You cannot change the name, description, and logo of standard applications. And even, can you delete the standard applications?
No, we can't delete.
Right. So we cannot delete, but we can customize. Clear?
Yes.
Right. Right. We'll talk about custom objects. Custom object is what?
Where we can customize
Can be
according
customized according to the
requirement.
business.
Yeah.
According to the
Business
requirement.
requirement.
Business
Right?
requirements.
The applications which are created by users based on the business requirement are called as custom applications. That's it. The apps which are built to meet the specific business needs and requirements of an organization is called as custom applications. Right? And we can delete and we can customize the custom applications based on our requirement. Right? So we can delete. If you want, you can delete custom applications. If you want, you can customize custom applications. Clear? Right. And the logo, description, and label of custom applications can be changed. If you want, you can change the name of custom application. If you want, you can change the description logo of custom applications. Right? It's exactly opposite to the standard applications. And custom applications, and one more important certification question, very important certification question is, custom applications can be made by grouping standard as well as custom tabs. Just keep it in mind and write down as a very important point in your notebook. Custom applications can be made. Custom applications can be made by grouping standard as well as custom tabs. Standard as well as custom tabs. Clear? Everyone in the session,
Yes.
right? Good.
Yes.
Okay. Now I'm sharing my screen. Right. So is this visible now? Is this
Yes.
visible? Right. Good. Okay. So if you want to find anything in Salesforce, what do you do? What is the flow?
Fix it.
We need to go to the setup.
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 The next.
Pick find.
The next what?
Go to the object manager.
Right. If you want to search for any objects like customer standard objects, just click on object manager. If you want to create any object, just click on object manager. If you want to find any applications or any tabs or any standard applications or any custom applications or any standard objects or any custom objects, you can just click on app launcher and click on view all. You can find whatever there in Salesforce org. You can find, right? So that is a thing. So we'll talk about, for example, okay, we'll click on view all. We'll go to sales. We'll go to sales app once, right? So that is the story of application. Fine. Now we'll talk about tabs in Salesforce. We'll talk about what? Tabs, right? Tab is what? Tab is basically a UI component. UI component is what? User interface component. Tab is basically a user interface component which allows you to access a particular functionality. Which allows what? Which allows you to access particular functionality. Tabs in Salesforce helps users to view the information at glance. Who are users and what is glance?
Users or employees?
Those are the employees
Who are working with Salesforce or who are working in the company. And what is glance? If a user want to see the information of sales app at glance, what he should do?
Claims is where they get it, right?
For example, if a person or if a user, if an employee working on sales application, and the sales application includes different kinds of objects like what? Campaign, leads, accounts, contacts. Next, opportunities, price book, right? So he want to work on, and the user is only dealing with leads and campaigns, not with accounts and not with accounts and contacts and opportunities. Then in that case, what he should do? If you want to get the information at glance, if you want to get the information of leads and campaigns at glance, what he should do?
He can use a community.
No, he can just create a tab. Tabs in Salesforce helps users to view the information at glance. It displays the data of objects and other web content in the application. It displays what? It displays the data of objects and other web content in the application. There?
Not much.
Not much, right? No problem. I'll show you. For example, I'm working on the sales. I'm working on sales app. Now I'm only dealing with, and this row is called as tab. And if you want to get the information at glance, if you want to get the information of sales application at glance, we use tabs. That's it. Simple, right? So this tab row explains, or this tab row informs you the entire information of sales application at glance. That's it. Clear?
That's basically the collection of tabs.
No, it's not collection of
like
tab.
A preview, like a preview of that particular tab, right?
Right.
Okay.
Right. So what exactly tab is? Tab is what? It displays the data of object. Right. For example, there is a sales app. So there is a sales app. There is sales cloud and there is sales app. And the sales app includes opportunity object, leads object, task object, file object, account object, contact object. And a user working on sales app, and he want to know the information of sales app at glance. So in that case, he create a tab. This row is called as tab. Tab is nothing but it shows the important objects of an application. Clear?
Yes.
Or do you want me to repeat it again?
No, sir, clear.
Mayank. Gaurav,
Clear, sir.
everyone in the session, clear?
Yes.
Great, that is. So tab is what? Write down in your book fast. Definition of tab. Tab displays the data of objects, and other web content in the application, right? For example, I want to know about the account object, right? If you just click on account object, you will find whatever records, or you can find whatever the records are associated with the account object. Just click on all accounts. You can simply find all the records of account object. Clear? So there is approximately 13 account records. We call these all our records. We call these all our records, account records. We call it as object, and we call this row as what?
Tab.
Tabs.
Tabs.
And this is what? Account is what?
Object.
And these all are what?
Objects of account.
Records of object. Clear? Everyone in the session?
Yes, sir.
Right? Okay. And tabs, and the second point, tabs in Salesforce help users to view the information at a glance. Clear?
Yes.
Right? So listen to this again. And this is what? This row is what?
Tabs.
Tab, right? Listen to me very carefully. This is what? A tab. If this is allowing you to access the records of account object, for example, this row is allowing you to access the records of account object. Whatever you want to store into account object and whatever you want to see into account object, we are able to see that with the help of tab. Clear? So if you want to know about opportunity object, for example, you're just logged into Salesforce Lightning user interface and you want to know about opportunity objects. How can you find about opportunity objects in Salesforce?
We need to go to the opportunity tab.
No, first we need to go to setup. First we need to go to setup. Then after we need to go to app launcher. And we need to click on what? View more or view or
Sales.
and we need to click on view all. And we need to go to where? Opportunity object. Where is opportunity? This one. This is very risky, right? Is this a good way to track the objects in Salesforce? No. If you want to know about the opportunity object, if you want to find about the records of opportunity object at glance, we use tabs. Clear?
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
Right?
Yes.
Clear? Everyone in the session?
Yes, sir.
So that is tab. So with the help of tab. So tab in Salesforce help users to view the information at glance. It displays the data of object and other web content in the application at glance. Clear? And similar to applications and objects, in Salesforce, we have two kinds of tabs. First one is standard tab. Second one is custom tab. How many types of tabs we have? Two
Two
types.
types.
First one is what?
Standard.
Standard
And second one is
And
what?
one is custom.
Custom tabs. So what is standard tab and what is custom tab? Standard tabs, we can call standard object tabs also. First we create, so the flow, how the flow will run, you know, first we need to create applications, then after we need to create objects, then after we need to create tabs for it. Clear? So that's the flow will run. First we need to create what? Application. Then after
Objects.
tab.
tabs. We call tabs as object tab also, because the tabs are always associated with objects, not with applications. Clear? So we call tabs as object tabs also, right? So we have two kinds of tabs. First one is standard tab, second one is custom tab. Standard tab is what? Standard tabs display data related to standard objects. Clear? They display data related to standard objects. And Mayank, question to you, what are standard objects?
Standard objects are the objects which come out of the box with Salesforce instance.
Right. So can you give any examples for standard objects?
Account, leads, cases.
Good. Leads, opportunities, accounts, contacts, price book, my campaign, and everything, right? So the standard object tabs display the data related to only standard objects, not to custom objects. Right? Fine. Next, custom object. Custom object tabs display the data related to only custom objects, not to the standard objects. Clear? And these custom object tabs look and function just like standard objects, similar to standard tabs. These custom object tabs look and function just like standard tabs. I'll let you know. I'll show you how they will work. Fine. Don't worry. Clear? For example, if you create your own object and if you want to access it with the help of tab, for example, if I created a student object, I created some applications, I created some college application. In that college application, I created a student object. Then after, I'll create a tab for it. Tab for what? Student object. And I'll add it over here. Where? I'll add it over here. Here.
On the tabs.
And the tabs on the row, on the top right place here. I'll add it over here. Right? And I will be able to access it in a simple way. I will able to access in the simple way. No need to search for standard objects and no need to search for the tabs which are related to standard or which are related to custom objects. So this is the simple way, right? So we can create whatever objects you want at glance. That location is called as what? Tabs. We have two types of tab. First one is standard tab. Second one is custom tab. Right? The standard tabs provides the information which are related to standard objects, and the custom tabs provides the information which are related to custom objects. Clear? Everyone in the session?
Yes, yes. Clear.
Any questions? Any doubts until now? Mayank?
No, sir. Clear.
Clear? Everyone in the session?
So Harish, before we proceed, in standard tab, we can create the row, right? Whatever we can.
We can create row with standard objects and custom objects. Okay.
But in the custom tab, like the thing is, it looks and functions similar to the standard tab.
Objects. I'll show you.
Okay.
Okay. Right. So is this visible, guys? This page?
Yes.
We can.
Right. So just look at this carefully. So until now we have discussed about apps, tabs, and objects. Clear? And in tabs we have two types of in apps we have two types of applications: standard application, custom applications. In tabs we have two kinds of tabs: standard tabs and custom tabs. In objects we have two kinds of objects: standard objects and custom objects. So listen to my question very carefully. I will ask you approximately 4 questions. Try to answer the questions carefully. Try to give any answer, right? Fine?
Yeah.
Right. Listen to me very, very, very carefully. Sujit. Sujit,
Yes, sir. Yes,
can
sir.
you delete standard tabs?
No, sir.
Listen. First question to Mayank. Can we add custom functionality into standard applications?
Yes, sir.
Yes, we can customize standard applications. We can add your own functionality into it. Clear? Why? Because see, for example, we have application. Let's just imagine we have an application. The application name of the application is B, and this B application is standard application, and this B application is sales. The name of B application is what? Sales. In the sales application, you want to add a calculator. You want to add a calculator, which we have created in order to calculate the cost and everything. So we have to created it as custom, and we can include it into the standard application with the help of tab. Clear?
Yes.
Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
But sir, which tab is used to deploy it in the standard object, standard
We
tab?
use standard tabs only. For standard objects, we use only standard tabs. We cannot use custom tabs. Listen to me very carefully. I'm repeating it again. Can we add custom functionality into standard applications? For example, this B application is standard application, and the name of application is sales, and this is a standard application. And I want to add a calculator into this standard applications. Can I add a calculator into the standard applications to calculate the cost and percentage and discount and everything?
Yes, we can.
Sujit.
We first create in custom tab, then apply it in standard tab.
That's it. That's what I'm saying. So we just created it custom. We can include it into the standard application with the help of tab. Clear?
Okay, sir.
Right? Okay. Second question. Question 2. Gunashekar, can I?
Yeah.
Can I include this X1 into C? Can I include this X1 into C? This
Yes,
C
we
is
can
custom
include.
application. Listen, this C is custom application and
Custom
X1 is
object.
standard object. Here, you're including something standard into custom. Right? Here,
Okay, yeah.
you're including something standard into custom. So can I include X1 into C?
Yes, of course we can include.
Sure.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. Mute your mic. Listen. Listen. Here, you're including some standard objects into custom applications. In standard, we can add custom things. In standard applications, we can add custom things that we have already learned, right? For example, I have created a custom application. And in that custom application, I want to pre-build functionality to be there. Listen to me very carefully. I have created a custom application, but there is no functionality, there is no data. But there is again a standard application is there and data is stored in that standard application, right? So I have created a custom application, and in that application, I want pre-built functionality to be there. In that case, why do I need to create it once again? When there is that functionality already there.
We can use a standard in custom, right?
Right. I will just add the tab over here. I will just add the tab over here. And I will get that functionality into that application. Right? I will add that standard tab into custom application. I will add that standard object into custom application instead of creating it again, because I have pre-built application, right? I have pre-built tab and I have pre-built object. Then why do I search for again? Why do I search for data? Clear?
Yes.
Right? So any type of tab can be added into any type of application. If you want, you can add custom tab into custom application. You can add custom tab into standard applications. And you can add standard tab into standard applications. You can add standard tab into custom applications. Clear? Say yes or no.
Yes, sir.
Mayank,
Yes.
Gaurav, Sujit,
Yes, sir, clear.
Divya, Ranita.
Yes, yes.
Right.
Yes.
So can you please repeat it,
Who is that?
Nikhil?
Nikhil. Nikhil, nothing. So my question is what? Can you include standard things into custom things? What is your answer?
Yes.
We have learned that we can include custom things into standard things like calculator. Clear?
Yeah.
My question is what? Can you include standard things into custom things? Your answer is what? Yes.
Yes.
My question is again, how? So answer to my question is, just imagine you have created a custom application based on your requirement.
Okay.
Right? So you want data in it, but you don't have data in it. Like you need to add, for example, you're running a shop, right? And you're you're maintaining application. Application is like what? The application shows how much quantity of rice is there in your shop, how much quantity of dal is there in your house, in your shop, how much quantity of vegetables are there in your shop, and what is the price of that that vegetables, and how much discount we need to give on that, like potatoes or onions or like something like that, right? So you can maintain all the details of your products of your shop in that application, right?
Okay.
Right? So you're doing that. And again, you're working on it and you want to establish the same shop, the same kind of shop in another place. And you're running a shop in Bangalore and you want to establish the same shop in Chennai, right? So again, you need to create another application for the Chennai shop, right? So you have created an application for Chennai shop. Then what you should do, you need to incorporate the data into that application, right? So you are already using the application for your Bangalore shop, right? Then again, why do we need to create the data for the recently the data? Why do we need to create additional data for that Chennai shop? You simply do what? You simply take that tab from that Bangalore shop and you just include that tab into the Chennai shop application. Is that clear?
Yes.
Right? So that is what I'm saying. We can include standard into custom and we can include custom into standard. And again, what I'm saying, we can include, and we have two kinds of tabs. First one is standard tab. Second one is custom tab. We can include any type of tab into any type of application. We can include standard tab into custom applications. We can include custom tab into standard applications, whatever you want. Fine.
And same goes with objects, no?
Sorry.
And same goes with objects, like
Same goes with object. Same goes with object. I'll show you. I'll let you know. For example, right. For example, I have included this custom tab into this standard application B. Right? I have included this custom tab into this standard application B. If I delete this B application, right? If I delete this B application, question 2, Sujit, listen to me very carefully. I have included this custom tab into this standard application B. If I delete this B application, what else will also get deleted? Sujit, you need to answer this question.
Objects.
Gunashekar,
Custom objects.
Nikhil, do you want me to repeat the question again?
Yeah, can you repeat the question?
Sure. Listen. Is this visible, this page? This page,
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
right?
Visible.
So my question is what? Here I'm having standard object, standard application B. The name of application is B, right? I have included this custom tab into this standard application. My question is what? If I delete this B application, if I delete this standard B application, what else will also get deleted?
Sir, but how can we delete the standard application?
That is my question. So your answer should be, we cannot delete standard application.
Yeah,
That's it.
that's what I was saying.
Who's that? Nikhil or what?
Yes, sir.
Nikhil, great. Okay, right? So we cannot delete standard application. That's it. No more talks and no more discussions about it. And fourth question, Mayank,
Yes, sir.
right? Listen, I have created a custom application and I included a tab. You know what? We can include any standard or custom tab into any customer standard applications. We know that. We learned it, right? So my question is what? If I delete custom applications, its associated tab will also get deleted and its associated object will also get deleted. Yes or no?
So standard objects would not get deleted. And
listen to my question. If I delete a custom application and I have included, I created a custom application and I created a custom object for it and I created a custom tabs for it. If I delete that custom application, its associated tab will also get deleted and its associated object will also get deleted. Yes or no?
Yes.
yes, sir.
Sure. Think
Yes,
about
sir.
it. Think about it once.
Sir, all the associated tabs would be deleted. Associated custom objects would get deleted, but the standard objects would remain in the system.
Sure.
Yes, sir.
Only the custom object will be deleted. So no tabs and no tabs will be deleted.
Very good. Who is that?
Guna.
Gunashekar. Very good. Very good, Gunashekar. Listen, why? Listen, right? A single tab can be there in multiple applications. I told you already. We can use any type of tab in any type of application. There is no limitation for that, right? A single tab can be there in multiple applications. For example, for example, we have 3 applications: standard application A, standard application B, standard application C. And I created a custom tab and I used this custom tab into these 3 applications, right? So if I delete this custom application C, what will happen to this custom tab?
Sir, it will stay in standard application A and standard B.
It will stay in standard application A and standard application B, right? Listen, right? So a single tab can be there in multiple applications. So if you deleting that application, the tab should not get deleted because it might be there in some other applications. It might be there in some other applications. For example, no example, right? So it might be there in some other. It's not possible to explain you with example now because we have not yet created any application till now. So just keep it in mind. A single tab can be used in multiple applications. if you're deleting that particular application, the tab should not get deleted because it might be there in some other applications. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Clear, sir.
Right. Good. And again, question. Okay. Question to you. Whenever we delete a tab, the flow is what? First, we need to create applications, then after objects, then after what? Tabs. This is flow, right? Okay. So whenever we delete a tab, whatever tab it is, whenever we delete a tab, an object associated to it will also get deleted. Is this true or false?
False.
Sure.
Yes, sir.
Good. Whenever we delete a tab, an object associated to it will not get deleted. Why? Why? Because it might be there in some other objects.
Other objects.
It might be
Standard
there with some
objects.
other, it might be associated with some other objects. In that case, what will happen? Tell me, what will happen?
So the data will be lost in other application.
Sorry. I'm very sorry. Listen, whenever we delete a tab, an object associated to it will get deleted or not. This is my question. Ranita.
Only that particular object will be deleted, so no tabs will be deleted.
So
Run
the
it.
object, yeah, the object particularly related to that tab will get deleted, but if it's included with other, it cannot.
Listen, whenever we delete a tab, an object particularly associated to it, an object particularly associated to it will not get deleted. Only tab will get deleted. This is very important point again.
So it's like, Hareesh, it is a bit confusing. I'm sorry.
Confusing, right? No problem. Right. So, okay, I'll clarify you. Listen. Whenever we delete an object, the tab associated with that object will get deleted or not.
No, it will not.
Don't confuse with the terminology. Don't confuse with the last 2 points.
Object is data.
Right.
Tabs are
the tabs are associated with objects.
Yes.
Okay. So whenever we delete an object, the tab associated with that object will get deleted.
Yes.
That is first point. Second point, whenever we delete a tab, an object associated to it will not get deleted. Only tab will get deleted.
Yes, correct. Because
right?
tab is in the lower hierarchy of object, no?
Yes. Just write down in your book fast. Don't confuse with the points. These all are very important. Point number 1 is whenever we delete an object, the tab associated with that object, will get deleted. Second point, whenever we delete a tab, an object associated to it will not get deleted. Only tab will get deleted. only tab will get deleted. Listen, very important point here. I'll clarify you the difference between first point and second point. We create tabs for what? For applications or for objects? Objects, right? If you delete the object, there is no point of having the tab, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Right? Because the tab is only used to insert the data into that object only.
Yeah.
Or get the data out from that object only. But if the object is not there, then the data is not there. What are you going to do with that UI component? What are you going to do with the tab?
There is no
Mayank,
use
clear?
of tab.
Clear? Everyone in the session?
Yeah.
Say
Yes,
yes or no?
Yes.
yes, it is
All.
clear now.
Mayank, Gaurav, Nikhil, Punashekar, Sujit.
Clear, sir.
Clear?
Yeah.
Gaurav, you okay?
Yes, sir. Clear.
Right? So that is the difference. That's it. If you want, you can write this point in your book also. Right? So that is the thing. Okay. Fine. So now write down some important points in your book. Write down some important points in your book, sir. Please finish it as soon as possible. First point is what? So we have already taken notes on two different points, right? First point is what? Okay, right. First point is we can add custom functionality into standard applications. We can add custom functionality into standard applications. Okay, next. If I delete a custom application, its associated tab, what will happen to the tab, Mayank?
The tab will be deleted.
What?
We delete it.
The tab will be deleted, sir.
Are you sure? Nikhil?
No, sir, it won't be
It won't
deleted.
get
Sorry, I
deleted.
got confused.
Right. If I delete custom application, its associated tab, Ranita, will
not get deleted.
Right, will not get deleted. And the object associated to it,
It will get deleted.
right. And the object associated to it will get deleted. Don't worry with the terminology of applications, tabs, and object. I will show you. I will create applications and I'll show you. I will create objects and I will show you. I will create tabs and I will show you. And I will show you the both 4 points. If I delete custom application, what will happen to the standard apps and standard tabs and standard custom tabs? And what will happen to the standard applications and custom applications? No worries, guys, right? Don't worry. I'll explain you every bit that what I'm saying to you. Fine. Now our task is what? Now I'm creating an application in front of you to replicate that again in your org. Replicate the same thing. Do the same thing in your org, that what I'm creating into my in my org. Clear? Do the same thing and follow the same things that what I'm doing in my org in your org. Fine. Right. So now I'll show you how to create applications in Salesforce. Okay. Now for that, before creating applications in Salesforce, will deal with the business requirement. We'll take a business requirement and we'll run. We'll learn, right? Now we'll take a business requirement and I will teach you how to do it in Salesforce. And I will teach you how a business flow will run in Salesforce. Clear? For that, let's take an institution, or else let's take college. College is not possible. Let's create an institute application in Salesforce and see how to add students in it, and we'll learn how to add data related to the students. Like data like what? Data like name of the student, age of the student, percentage of student, course of student, right? So I'll let you know how to create those things, and I'll let you know how to create a relationship between them. Okay, right? You should do the same thing in your org, what I'm doing in my org. Just replicate it in your org. Clear? Here I'm not teaching you the business. I'm teaching you what? How the business will run in Salesforce. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Everyone in the session, right? Right. So the name of application is what?
Institution.
Institution. Clear. Right. So how to create applications, right? So now we are in data modeling session, right? So throughout the data modeling session, we work with the Institute app only throughout the data modeling session. So I'm going to explain you how we can learn all kinds of things through this application, through these Institute applications, like how we can create objects, how we can create tabs, how we can create fields and relationship, pick list, global pick list, and everything. Clear? Why I'm taking Institute is because it is easy to understand the business process, right? And it is easy to understand the business process and everything related to it. Clear? Say yes or no?
Yes, yes.
Right. Shall I start with the Institute application?
Yes, sir.
Right. So how to create applications in Salesforce? For that, now first we'll go to our org. How to go to your org, free org. What is the URL? Login.salesforce.com. Right. Now we are in login.salesforce.com with Lightning user interface. Now what I want to do is I want to create an application. Name of the application is Institute. Question is, where should I go and create an application in this Lightning user interface? Whenever you want to create something for your org, for your business, for that we need to go where?
Setup.
Where? Setup, right? Whenever you want to create something, whenever you want to do something, just go through setup, right? So click on setup. Now we are in setup, right? So in quick find box, I'll just write down app. What? App. Where is quick find box? This is quick find box or what?
No.
This is quick find box.
Underneath that.
And we'll search for app and click on app manager. What? Click on app manager. If you want to create applications in Salesforce, just go through setup and go to quick find box and search for app or app manager. Just click on app manager, right? Flow is what? Setup. Next is what? Quick find box. Next is what?
Search app and
App manager. Next is what? So now we are in app manager. Now I want to create a app. The name of app is what? New Lightning app, right? Now we are in Lightning, right? So I'm showing you how to create apps. So we need to click on new Lightning app. This is the flow. If you want to create applications in Salesforce, flow is what? Go to login.salesforce.com. Then after setup, then after quick find box, search for app manager, click on App Manager. Next, click on New Lightning App. Right? So this is the user interface of New Lightning App. Right? So the first page of New Lightning App. So here we can find 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 steps to complete or to create applications. The first page, the name of the first page of New Lightning App is what? App Details and Branding. I told you that the Salesforce app includes 3 things. What they are? Name. Next what?
Logo.
Logo, description. Right? So give your Lightning app what? Name and description. Clear? And upload an image. Right? So this is what an application in Salesforce includes. What things? 3 things. What they are? Name,
Logo and description.
Description.
right? Name, description, and logo. Logo is nothing but image. Name is nothing but label. We can call label as name, right? So what is the name of our application?
Institutions.
Institute, right? Next, what is developer name? What is developer name? Before that, just listen. We have 2 different kinds of user interfaces, right? First one is what? Lightning UI. Second one is what?
Classic.
Classic UI. This is very, 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 very important. The application that you create in Lightning, the application that you create in Lightning user interface don't work in Classic, right? And the application that you create in Classic don't work in Lightning. This is for only applications, not for tabs and not for objects. And second point, for the tab, it's not like the same. If you will create a tab in Lightning, that will work in Classic. If you will create a tab in Classic, that will work in Lightning. If you will create an object in Lightning, that will work in Classic. If you will create an object in Classic, that will work in Lightning. Clear? So we have 3: app, object, tab. The conditions only apply for apps, not for tabs and objects. Clear, everyone?
Yes.
Say yes or no?
Yes.
Right? Okay. So we have finished with institute name. Next, developer name. I haven't written developer name.
We need to write our name.
Listen, developer name is nothing but it is used to reference this application into coding. Now we are creating application with point and click tools. Point and click is nothing but mouse, right? We are creating this application with point and click tools. If you want to create or if you want to use this application in SFDC, in Salesforce Developer Console, if you want to deal with this app while doing some coding or something like that, we need to search this application with the help of developer name only. For example, if I say this institute as institute 1, then if I click on developer name, what will happen? Institute 1, right? Complete this field. It's not like that.
Like it need to be same.
Institute 1, listen, right? So it is this developer name. This developer name is used to reference this application into coding or into the code, whereas the application name gets displayed onto the user interface. Right?
So basically, this is used to make easy way to search our in the developer
coding.
console.
Right,
While
right,
coding,
right.
we use the same name as the app name.
As the
developer
app name, that is what developer name is.
Okay.
Clear? Right. Right. So this is what application is, and this is the front page of app details and everything. Okay. Right. So this is what developer name. The name in the UI can have spaces. The name in the UI can have spaces, but the name in the coding cannot have spaces. That's the reason it is automatically appended. What? So it is not with institute app.
When I
One second. It should be appended with underscore.
Yeah, that
Why?
is what Harish I got. When I had space between one in
Mhm.
the app name, it has directed directly in the developer name. It gave the underscore symbol between
One
the
second.
institute and one.
Right. So this is how, right? For example, the name in the user, this is what user interface of application. The name in the user interface can have spaces, but the name in the coding, we use this developer name in coding, right? So the name in the coding cannot have spaces. So that is the reason it is automatically appended with what? Underscore. We call this as what? Underscore, right? So underscore over here. Clear? So the name of our application is what? Institute app. And if you want to use the name of this application in coding, we can refer this app as what? Like this, right? So if there is any underscore with any application or any application name or any object, you can simply recognize it as coding. You can simply use it in the coding. You can simply say it as it is a developer name of that particular object or particular application. Clear? Say yes or no.
Yes, sir.
Any doubts until now?
No.
Right? Next thing is what? Description. Description is what? If you want to enter any description like what is this app? What is this app we're going to use for what purpose you have created this app? Something like that. If you want to enter any description over here, you can enter. And if you want to add any image, you can upload any image over here. Clear? Right?
Yes.
So don't go with this primary color X value and everything and just click on next. But I'll show you how to create these things and remaining things tomorrow. Fine. If you want to go back, you can go back. And this is asking for app options. We'll talk about navigation style and everything. I'll let you know if there is class tomorrow or not. I'll put a message in our group and I'll let you know. Fine.
Yes.
Right.
Okay.
Most probably 90% no class. We'll think about other 10%, but we'll have a session on Monday. From Monday, we have 1.5 hour session. I told you already.
Yes. Like it is 8 or 8:15.
To 9:30.
So it might be 8 to 9:30.
Okay.
I'm planning. Just try to adjust your timings, guys. Especially Sujit. I'm very sorry, Sujit. You're working somewhere, right? Can you manage?
Yes, sir. I can manage half an hour, but I'm trying.
Right, we'll do one thing for that. We'll start our session by 8:15. We'll end our session by 9:30 or 9:45. Is that okay for you?
Yes, sir. Yes.
8:15 to
I'll be having
9:45.
shift from 9:30.
Oh, then what should I do, man? What should I do, Nikhil?
So I'll try to manage by 8.
It will think about it, but we'll start the session by 8:15 p.m. from Monday.
Okay, sir.
Right? So try to arrange plannings and try to make sure it fine.
Sure.
Right? Okay. Any doubts until now?
No.
Any doubts?
No.
Right?
No,
So can I leave the session?
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you. I'll let you know if there is if any class tomorrow. I'll let you know. If not, I'll let you know. Right? I'll put a message in the group. Fine.
Okay.
Right. Okay. Thank you.